One time, Shaquille ONeal was asked to call a kid in the hospital who was dying of cancer, but Shaq absolutely refused to make the call. The story is told by Dale Brown, who was Shaq's coach while he played at LSU. Coach Brown said, one year when the Lakers were playing the Indiana Pacers in Indianapolis, he received a call from a woman who was living in Indianapolis. And the woman says, hey, Coach Brown, I know you don't know me, but my son's in the hospital. He has this rare brain tumor. He's been operated on, but they said there's nothing else they can do for him, and they don't think he's going to make it. He is Shaquille O'Neal's biggest fan. Shaq is his hero. And do you think you can have Shaq call my cell phone? Because I want Shaq's voice to be one of the last things that my son hears. And Coach Brown says, you know what? It's the NBA Finals. It's an elimination game. I don't know if I can make that happen, but I promise you I will at least make the call. Coach Brown hangs up with the woman. He calls Shaq. Shaq picks up Coach Brown, explains the situation. They hang up the phone. He never hears anything back from Shaq about the situation. He never hears anything from the woman about the situation. 2 years later, Coach Brown is having lunch with friends, and this woman approaches him and says, hey, Coach Brown, I know you don't know me, but 2 years ago, I called you and told you about my son in the hospital. Coach Brown says, I know exactly who you are. Did Shaq call your son? And she says, no, Coach, he didn't. And he says, well, I'm sorry to hear that. And then begins to say it was the NBA Finals. The woman cut him off and says, Shaq didn't call. He came to the hospital and spent an hour and a half with my son before his game. He sang with him. He talked to him. He fed him. It was the best thing that ever happened to my son. If this story touched you, drop Shaq in the comments and let the world know this is what a real legend looks like.